What up, Laker Nation? You hit your boy Kareem, aka Mr. 100 Likes. How you guys doing? Wow. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. I want to talk about the Lakers, right? But before I get to it, I want to say this because it's like every time I make a video and I just put out a hypothetical and ask you guys for y'all feedback on different things like that, I get these clowns coming up here talking about stop it and all this, which is just a general conversation. So I'm just opening up a conversation because someone on the comment section raised the point. He said Utah looking like they're going to have a quick rebuild, and I had conversations with guys we have in the group chat, and some people wants to rebuild, some people just want to see things through. So I'm just asking this question. It's not no rumor. I don't want to hear nobody saying anything to me. I don't want to answer no questions responding to that. This is not no room. I'm asking a question, asking y'all how y'all feel. This is feedback, and I'm gonna ask this. Now I just want to touch on some things, right? When he said Utah look like they going to have a quick rebuild, I said yes because Utah traded away two all-star players. They traded away one player that's in his prime. Then they traded the other player that didn't even enter his prime yet, and they got a bunch of assets for it. They got a young player in Colin Sexton, and they got a young player from another guy came over from the Cleveland deal. He's a first round pick too. He's a young player, and they got a slew of draft picks, first round picks. Now in the Rudy Gobert deal, they got a young player and Jared Vanderbilt and tons of draft picks. So those is quick ways to rebuild because you getting young players who already established in the NBA, and then you get a bunch of draft picks. See, those you put yourself in a quicker way to rebuild, and you kind of can see your team a little more, and it's not the long process like the Philadelphia had, and the process like Brooklyn and the Lakers. See, the difference is the Lakers let their players get old. What happened? The Lakers basically got nothing for Pau Gasol. Uh, Dwight Howard walked away. They got nothing for Dwight Howard. Kobe stayed retired with the Lakers. They got nothing for Kobe Bryant. And it was dangerous. This is why I say do not give up two unprotected first round picks. Now, the Lakers, when they got Steve Nash was a free agent, but it was worked out as a sign and trade for him to get more money, which I always said they should just kept Ramon Sessions. But this is why I say do not give up two unprotected first round picks, because unprotected first round picks is dangerous. Now look what happened. I want to touch on this real quick. The Lakers got Steve Nash for two first round picks, right? Now, to protect it, they put protection on it. The one was top 5 protected, the other one was top 3 protected. That two first round picks, one was top 5, one was top 3. Now, what ended up happening by the luck of God, the Lakers end up getting two back-to-back first-round picks. So Phoenix never end up getting a first-round pick from the Lakers. It end up turning to second-round picks, because when you put protection on the picks, if the picks don't convey, it goes to the next year. Then the next year like that, and then after a certain amount of time, you end up getting like two second-round picks. So that's what happened with the Lakers, and that's why I tell y'all it's very important. Just don't people talk. Oh, if Rob Pelinka was a good general manager, he will build a good team. Anything can happen. Look what happened last year. Nobody thought the Lakers wasn't going to make the playoffs. Injuries happened. A lot of things. Anything can happen. You just put protection. That's just like you spend $200,000 on the car. You're gonna get some type of liability, some type of protection on that car, on the house. You need. That's why insurance is there. You need it, especially in situations like getting role players. Now, to get a star player, like they said, beggars ain't choosy. Let's say a guy like Shea Gildress Alexander be available, a young player, a star player already, a, a difference maker. You can't sit there and play around and be like protection. Steve Nash was 38 years old when the Lakers traded 38 years old with bad back when they traded two first round picks for him. He had a bad back and he was 38 years old. So that was the big difference right there. And that still was a lot in the signing and the trade. You know, it was not like he was a trade. He was actually a free agent. So I said to say this. That is the difference of rebuild. Like Brooklyn. Brooklyn guys got old. Joe Johnson, Darren Williams got hurt, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. After they done traded all them draft picks and they put no protection on it. They put no protection and it turned out to be Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Brooklyn end up getting the first pick and the third pick. They got the first and the third pick out them two picks. So the two first round picks they got from Brooklyn, it was no protection. Had it been any protection, they would have been in a good situation. It turned out to be 1 and 3 for old players that's on the downhill. They put no protection. They just went strictly off name. So back to the rebuild thing real quick. The rebuild thing, the quickest way to rebuild is to make trades. So I'm asking you guys, this is the questions. I want to cover all bases. So this is the main thing. Peoples, would y'all do it at the end of the year? Let's say the Lakers make the playoffs or don't make the playoffs. Let's say they make it and they flame out first round. Would you start the rebuild and just trade LeBron, and Anthony Davis? That's the only way the rebuild could be sped up some, because you could get some assets for it. Because this is letting LeBron walk as a free agent and Anthony Davis contract expire, and then you take on some contracts if you move Westbrook this year. That right there, the rebuild could be crucial. This thing, the Lakers ain't get that luck. How bad the Lakers would have really been if they didn't even get that luck. They end up getting three consecutive number 2 picks, and end up working in the Lakers' favor. But that rebuild still was a long time, because they started from scratch, had literally no young players, and had to start all the way from the bottom instead of like in season. Like right now, Utah has about maybe 5 or 6 players. Right now, they might could say, okay, we want to go forward to the future. They don't got that bona fide star young player, but they could say, okay, let's say they want, okay, Colin Sexton only 22 years old, Horton Tucker 21, the guy they got from the center, Walker, they got from Minnesota, Jared Vanderbilt. Now they already got a couple players who ain't really got no real big contracts, but Sexton, but it's not crazy. And now they're gonna have about 3 first-round picks this year. So now it's like they still got guys they can move. Still got Jordan Clarkson and Malik Beasley that they can move, even if they get some, a first-round pick, whatever. But that is the difference in rebuild. So the Lakers is in a situation where if they don't win and struggle, and let's say they first round exit or don't make the playoffs, they're going to have to make a tough decision. Because keep trying to patch up the team, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Keeping Braun and AD and think, okay, we could just grab this person, grab that. It's not going to work. So a quicker rebuild is you have to move them guys. Tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I definitely want to know what you guys think. I'm just asking a question. I'm just seeing what you guys was talking about. Peace.